I had a child, I'm going to fuck my baby mother forever. And I expect that out of anybody who has.
But see, that's the problem with men. That's the toxic masculinity. Because most niggas think that they gonna keep fucking forever, and then that's when the drama happens because they fuck with that one woman who's like, the pussy don't belong to you no more. There's somebody else who got this, and then that's when it fucks up with the baby daddy issue, and that's when that issue, because nigga don't want to let his chick go. You know what I'm saying? Like, you had a chance as a dad, you couldn't please her. You know what I'm saying?
See, that's the thing, though.
So she with me now.
That's kind of assuming that he's not a good father.
I didn't say that at all. I said you couldn't please her.
Oh, as far as like a relationship.
Yeah, I said you couldn't please her. I didn't say you weren't doing your role as a dad.
Because it's like, when in my mind, I don't know because I don't got no kids, but in my mind, the way I play it is, I know, right, shout out to us, but I know how great of a father I would be, and I know that no matter how you feel about me, that's gonna be attractive. Boy Yates from Atlanta, aka Wakanda.
Jerell from Portland, Oregon, you already know.
When you deal with so much, it's easy to feel like this is all there is.
A man is somebody who admits that they're wrong and builds on that and grows from that.
Yes, sir. Back at it again. Back at it like a crack addict. Drunk to his podcast in the building. It's your boy Yates from Atlanta, aka the homeland.
And I'm the other host, Jerell from Portland, Oregon. I almost stuttered. Portland, Oregon, you already know.
And today we have an amazing special guest, special in our heart, following up, cornerstone.
That's me, not a cornerstone. I'm screaming. I'm Carol.
Miss Carol in the building. What we talking about today, brother?
All right, today we talking about dating people with children.
How do you feel about that, Carol?
I mean, it's a hard no for me.
It's a hard no.
It's a hard no for me.
Before you say that, let's ask you, do you have any children?
No, I do not.
Okay, so that makes sense.
Yes.
You got kids?
No.
Okay, just checking.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Same person.
I mean, not that I know of.
The way
Nah, for real,
Bye.
Yeah, but I feel like, for me, I'll just go ahead and answer. I've dated someone with children before. I dated multiple people with children before. But I feel like I'm all for dating a woman with children as long as before me deciding to make it serious, that I can see that the woman is proven to be a good mother without me already. Mm-hmm. So like for me to date a woman who has raising children, she gotta already have a grip on her household before I come around. Like I will never date a woman who I feel like has like a broken household still. Like I'm not gonna date a woman who's still going back and forth with her baby daddy. I'm not gonna date a woman who might not be necessarily financially, that stable yet. Yeah. Which, obviously is her own thing. I feel like anybody before you start dating, you should try to be somewhat financially stable. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So that would be a no for me. And if the baby is like brand new.
That's what I was about to ask.
Because I know that y'all just had something.
Like, do you put it like, is it like, can she have a kid that's like 6 months, or is it like, oh, it's got to be like a 4-year-old? What's the timeline? Because 6 months is still pretty fresh.
Yeah,
a year is still fresh.
He's gonna fuck again. What's up?
Yeah,
he's coming over to see his daughter.
I think like the first 2 years is definitely like it's gonna be super fresh in their system, because it's like you just had a whole child with somebody, like y'all have like a eternal, spiritual connection now. It's like the shit's deeper than just you just had a kid with somebody. Like y'all probably had some type of feeling for each other, and then on top of that y'all had a kid. So now if you didn't have the feelings there, now you feel like you should have more feelings there because you have a baby. And then I would hope that the dad would be trying to get involved, because I know if I found out I had a child by a woman, like I would want to be involved as much as I can for the most part. So I know if the dude is anything like me, like he gonna be trying to be around. So like so that would have to be enough for me. Like I said, they have to be stabled out. I prefer my girls' baby daddies be dead.
Nah, that's wild.
I'm just playing. Like,
I feel it.
In the sense of like it gotta be like 100% he out of the picture, like. You know what I'm saying?
It's no such thing though, because it's not,
but it's gotta be a level of respect in the picture though. It's gotta.
What is respect? Like between you and a baby daddy, like
the respect would be don't be hitting your mama up, your BM up at night. Unless it's like my kid got a fever, you know what I'm saying? You shouldn't be hitting up my lady unless it's got something to do with that damn baby. You know what I'm saying? Like there should be nothing else y'all talking about. Y'all not together. She good. The baby's eating good. You know what I'm saying? Like if you want to meet me because you want to see, like, make sure the nigga's solid around your kid, we can meet too. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, I'm the nigga that's watching over you. Like, I treat your kid like it's my own. You ain't got, you know what I'm saying?
But see, I feel like
that comes with being a man. My thing is you ain't doing it, so you should respect the next real man that is doing it.
I feel like when you really about to get serious with this woman, you gotta have that talk and be like, you know, I wanna, as a man, I feel you gotta be like, okay, I wanna meet your baby dad. Like, so it's no weird air. Like, let's clear the air, because he should be able to come to our wedding.
If it's weird, then unless we go to step.
That's a fact.
I personally feel like you shouldn't date anybody with children. Me personally.
Or somebody who doesn't have children. Or just somebody.
Yeah.
You can't really say that if you have children. Because I feel like that's the only time when people people know people who have children. Like, if you don't have children, you earn that right to choose to only date somebody.
I do feel like that.
Children.
But I also feel like if I'm a single parent and I don't want to date somebody with kids, I don't want to date nobody with kids. I got to deal with my kids.
Right.
Fuck them kids.
Right. I mean, that's fair, but you can't. My thing is, that's fair.
But I'm also not a parent.
But my thing is, that's fair. If you have children, you don't want to no added stress or nothing. But at the same time, you can't be mad when someone doesn't want to date you because you have a kid.
That's true. Yeah. I agree.
It just sounds like you taking on a lot, because like I fucked with multiple women with kids, but I was never in a relationship with women with kids. So even though I was doing little shit, making sure shit straight or whatever, I knew it wasn't gonna be no real commitment there with this person. It was like we locked in, but whatever. It's like once you start talking about like really locking all the way in with this person, that's a lot of responsibility. Like essentially, you're basically married and this is your family now, or at least that's what you should look at it as.
Yeah, no facts.
But you can't say nothing to it. Like if I had a child, I'm going to fuck my baby mother forever. And I expect that out of anybody.
But see, that's the problem with men. That's the toxic masculinity. Because most niggas think that they gonna keep fucking forever, and then that's when the drama happens because they fuck with that one woman who's like, the pussy don't belong to you no more. There's somebody else who got this, and then that's when it fucks up with the baby daddy issue, and that's when that issue, because nigga don't want to let his chick go. You know what I'm saying? Like, you had a chance as a dad, you couldn't please her. You know what I'm saying?
See, that's the thing, though.
So she with me now.
That's kind of assuming that he's not a good father.
I didn't say that at all. I said you couldn't please her.
Oh, as far as like a relationship.
Yeah, I said you couldn't please her. I didn't say you weren't doing your role as a dad.
Because it's like, when in my mind, I don't know because I don't got no kids, but in my mind, the way I play it is, I know, right, shout out to us, but I know how great of a father I would be, and I know that no matter how you feel about me, that's going to be attractive.
Right.
So even if it's not consistent, like I might want it where I'm hitting my baby mama all the time, whenever y'all go through shit, I'm gonna fuck again. Like that's real reality, because it's like I'm gonna be taking care of you as if we're married and we're still together.
But if you're doing that, she probably not gonna be with him though.
But I mean,
because if you showing that type of responsibility, if you doing all that, she probably not gonna want another man. It's like, what do I need another man for? You doing all that?
So let's say if he don't want to be locked in with her though, like he don't want to marry her, right? And she has their child, so they're moving like they're already unit. And Buddy's just like, I mean, I don't really see the point of putting this commitment on me. I would feel the way if I got a woman pregnant. In my mind, I'm gonna treat her as if this is my wife. But if I was single or whatever, this is assuming I didn't want to commit. I couldn't picture her dating other people.
No, it's over with. Once I get a girl pregnant, your life is over. It's with me now.
In my mind, that's how it goes.
Niggas are possessive.
I mean, you my baby moms now. This shit different. Yeah. You ain't just somebody I'm hitting. Like, if anything happens to you, my daughter,
what if it is somebody that you hitting and then she becomes your baby mom? Like, what if it's like, oh, this is my third, fourth time fucking you, and then that becomes that? You don't really, you may not really know.
I gotta eat that bullshit.
In there.
And that's what makes it hard for a motherfucker who care, because you're like, damn, I want to take care of. Like, you might be like, damn, I want to be with her, but that's your mistake. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta stand on it.
You gotta eat that. You gotta eat that.
Oh, for sure. Like responsibility. Like if I got a woman pregnant, I'm going to treat her like the queen of the universe because one, she has to take care of my child. She's gonna be with unless we can split custody where I get that, which is how I would probably want to do it in this scenario. But if they were living in her household, I'm gonna be over there all the time. In my world, I would probably try to move her in. And then if I was still doing whatever, it would just be like separate from the house. It's like, hey, look.
But what if she want to do whatever? But she in your house.
And your life gonna be hella stressful from now on.
I just can't picture it in real life because
I can picture if she hella ghetto or she just don't have no
if she
respect
hate
for them.
Me, maybe.
But my thing is, hey, if that's the energy we playing with, then both of us gonna be stressed as fuck. Because if I'm trying to be in your life, I'm like, yo, move in, and I'm taking care of shit, and you don't want this. And you know this is going to be better for the baby, so you mean to tell me you don't want your kid to be around his father when he's willingly able to take care of this shit and make sure you straight, and you still want to play around?
For what? What these niggas give you besides dick? If I give you because this is a big thing. People don't talk about what they need.
We gonna get to you.
I ask everything. What do you need? What's your love language? What are your needs? What makes you feel special? What does your family need? What makes you feel safe? What makes you be able to trust me? What do you need from me to be like once I've checked every single box, right? If you can't handle me getting pussy from somebody else and you're willing to throw all them check boxes away, I don't give a fuck about you no more. I'm only dealing with my child now. So now you gonna throw the best shit that ever happened to you away for some dick?
So what are your thoughts about all this stuff we've been saying?
I don't know. Maybe I feel different because, like, me personally, my parents weren't together, but they co-parented pretty well. Parents go through their shit, their personal shit. But I think overall, it was cool. I saw my dad. I never was like, oh, I'm not gonna see my dad this week. Oh, I'm not gonna see my dad was around. He stayed 10 minutes away. Like it just, so I feel different when it comes to that. And then my mom got remarried. She got married. So it's just, I feel differently. But what I will say, it's different for women. Because y'all speaking from a man, it's different for women. Like when you have kids or even dating somebody, a man with kids, it's different because women, like y'all said, I feel like y'all said on earlier podcasts, women love attention. And women, we want attention. So you ain't finna have no kids and then that attention gonna be taken away from me because now you're going to your baby mama house and you gonna hang out. You will, obviously, if I'm dating you.
I'm just doing it for the kids, babe.
Right. But obviously, I feel like if I'm dating you.
Nigga, accent change. I'm doing it
right. But I feel like if I'm dating you, then I feel like I'm attracted to you as well because you're a good father. You take care of your kids. I ain't dating no deadbeat ass daddy. That's not happening. So you gonna be over there and it's enough for me. It's enough for me.
I guess in my mind, that's another reason. I know I would be losing out outside of with my BM too. Because whoever I'm fucking outside of here, they're gonna now have to be okay with that too.
Exactly.
They gonna now have to be like, I know this nigga gonna be with his kids all the time. This nigga is not gonna not be with his kids for me. So I know, knowing him, I know he's gonna be fucking up. So whether he tell me or not or whatever.
And girls are because if you tucking little John in at night and then they
But if a woman,
I need to talk to you real quick about this preschool schedule.
I'm pulling up.
No, because let me pour us a glass of wine real quick. Yeah, let's talk about this while I got my pajamas
I'm gonna go over there for Christmas.
And I wear
I'm gonna go over there for Christmas and open some presents with him and just blah blah blah.
And I think that's cool.
And then I'm gonna come back home to you later. She's gonna be like.
I also feel like if I'm your girl, I can go to Christmas with you and your kids and your wife or your baby mama, and we can all open presents together. Because if we at that stage, I got a relationship with your kids too. Right. Because you had your kids and I'm around your kids.
There ain't no two niggas hanging out on Christmas.
Yeah, that's
shit.
I
mean,
that's what I'm saying. That's what you said. That's a women thing. Because I'll be damned if I'm sharing Christmas with my kid with another man. Yeah. You better take your ass on me.
Yeah, because that's the real thing. The idea of another dude doing when you say he doing the shit you not doing.
Right.
If I have a child, it's nothing I'm not doing. So there's no space for another nigga to pick up when it comes to my child. Mm-hmm. So once you start saying even if she is dating, we dating different people, whatever, that nigga not gonna be in my house on Christmas. This is not gonna confuse my kid. Where now he don't know
who his daddy is.
No.
I don't even want you buying my kids. I can't do it, bro. Don't buy my kid nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like nigga might make more money than me. I bust my ass for my kid. I might be able to afford. I might only be able to afford my kid just some regular sneakers. You know what I'm saying? And got some dude. Hey, I don't give a damn. Cause if a man is doing the best he can for his kid, regardless he can do for his kid, that shit shouldn't matter. If a man's busting his ass and the only thing he can afford for his kid is what he should get for his kid, then that's respectable.
Oh, see, I'm getting into the whole McDonald's. You buy your kid McDonald's, or you buy her kid McDonald's.
You can get my kid stuff because if you was dating my BM and you was in my kid's life, like of course I won't want you starving my kid out or nothing like that. You know what I mean? Because I wouldn't do that with nobody's kids I was dating, because I look at it as like I've already dated a woman with children before, and every time I go get something to eat, I look at it as ×3. You know what I'm saying? Like I look at it as like I'm not gonna be like, you gonna get your sons or you gonna get weird.
I mean,
like,
that's
you know what I mean? Like, but I'm saying people probably do that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm not gonna do that, so I'm gonna look at it as like that anyway. But you shouldn't be over here trying to win my kid over as if you his dad. You know what I'm saying? Like don't be trying around my kid. Don't like I said, I'll keep it a buck. Hey, like that. And I would tell him like that skin bone skid. Don't be behind my son no damn ice cream. I told that nigga he couldn't get none of that. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like
any day you want to get it, I told him he couldn't get it.
Yeah. Nah, for real. But don't get my son nothing, nigga. He good,
man. And then I would look at my baby mama away like, the fact that Buddy felt like he could be around my child that's what I mean. Like it come down to like who knows you, right? So the people who know you, they gonna move differently. Like if I had a baby mama, I don't think she would have another man around my child, because they would know how I'm gonna react to another man being around my kid. Because you don't have to. Y'all can fuck around over there. If y'all gotta fuck around over here, now it's an issue. Because we're not about to be petty and I'm just running bitches through the crib just to get back at you. I'm gonna have them somewhere else.
I feel like if I have to hide you from my kid, we're not in a relationship. Like we're just fucking. So I feel like before you take that next step into your relationship and you like, okay, I'm ready for like my kid to be around, because I'm only going on dates with you when your kid is not around, or you should only make time for me when you ain't got your kid is with his mama or her mom, whatever the case is. Don't put me in that situation until we're established and like, okay, this is what the situation I want you to be in. And then even that, don't go introducing your kid, like, what am I trying to say? Don't go introducing me to your kid and the mama don't know. I want to speak to the mom first. And that's just me personally, because that's on some woman shit. I'm not finna come at you like, I'm not finna enter your kid's life and you don't know about it. That's fucked up to me. And if you trying to do that, nigga, I'm checking you. What the fuck are you, like, what are we doing here? Don't do that to me. But that's, just me.
I don't know, man. Once you bring kids in the mix, it's so different.
Yeah, kids change everything.
They can't do anything for themselves. So it's like, especially like depending on the ages or whatever. Like it's a little different when they're older kids. I feel like maybe I could be more like whatever, but like that 1 to 12, that 0 to 12, really probably like 13, 14. Cause by the time you 13, 14, like you damn near on your way to adulthood, you can understand what the fuck going on. But them first 13 years, like you not having shit around my kid. Like you bring a nigga around my child, in my head, they tried to kidnap them. In my mind.
Because my thing is once you get, go ahead.
Oh no, I was about to ask another question, but
no, go ahead. No,
I was gonna say, how y'all feel about, so say somebody, you in your relationship, right? And somebody come knocking on your door and it's like, John, I got a kid by you, this what it is. How you feel about, and I guess maybe that's more so a woman's question, because then now I'm asking, looking at you like, what the fuck?
Like what you talking about our reaction? Like how do we feel like we should react to
or how do you feel like your partner should react? Because what it sounds like to me, y'all saying is y'all.
Oh, you talking about if I'm dating somebody and my partner finds out that
somebody
like if somebody come and be like,
favor in the room. Somebody come to the door right now and they like, man, I got a 2-year-old.
And they're born to you.
Or not even a 2-year-old. I was,
whatever.
8-year-old.
My bad. I got an 8-year-old way back in the day, whatever. Like,
This your kid, this, that, and the third.
And I get a DNA test, and that's my child. I'm really gonna be on everything I was just saying.
Yeah, no, that's your reaction. But then, how do you feel about your partner? Because women, they ain't gonna take that well. Faith may not take that well. And she may be like, you know what, this is too much. I gotta leave. How you feel? Okay.
But I feel like as a woman, as knowing me, you may not like it, but you should respect the fact that I got the fuck on and got with my kid and try to get that shit straight.
And I definitely feel like you respect it.
I'm not saying I'm just gonna just be like, hey, deuces, like, but
for sure.
We definitely gonna have to talk about this though. Like, definitely gonna be some deep ass conversation. Like, yo, I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Like, because I mean, the thing is like, I'm not gonna be necessarily on her because I was my baby mom's because if it's been so old, because if it's old, there ain't nothing there no more. So it's like, but I'm like, I am.
And you hid that for that long. I'm gonna have so much resentment. I wouldn't even want to fuck.
Right. Because I'm like, you don't let my kid go to school with this nigga. Like, so I am gonna have to tell my girl like, yo, I am gonna be having to deal with this.
Sure.
So it's like, if you want to step because you don't want to have to deal with that, then I understand.
I respect it.
Okay.
Because I'm gonna be in my kid's life like a motherfucker. Like, I can't imagine having a child out there like my seed, and I'm not so involved.
Yeah, of course.
And then it would be so much making up I would have to do. Like, if they were like 6, 7, whatever. Like, it would be so much.
So many mannerisms and little things.
I'm about to be OD, yo.
And I feel like my kid. I feel like the biggest thing I would want a kid is like I would want to be Jerell times 2. So it's like if I ain't there, then you definitely not gonna be me.
For sure.
You know.
I feel like as a woman, I respect you going to be with your kid, but you respect me as well for saying I'm not in for this because we were supposed to have our own little life.
And we just don't keep fucking forever. You wouldn't? Like, this still somebody who like you love to death.
Yeah, maybe.
This still somebody
who
was great to you, and the shit that in y'all is before.
Especially when you go try to, especially when you leave, especially when you leave me, and then you start trying to go fuck with another nigga, and you realize that he ain't gonna offer his kid. Then you gonna wish that you did stay with me. You're like, damn, at least that nigga got up and left my ass to go take care of them kids.
Man, look.
So now, how y'all feel about if your girl dating you or the girl that you're dating, and it turns out she got a kid, and like
I didn't know.
She was hiding it?
Or like maybe she a deadbeat mom, like, but you didn't know this. Like, she's a good person overall. So y'all
you ain't a good person.
But what if she like adopted or like let she gave her baby away?
I would keep fucking her. Absolutely.
This nigga's one of his main things that he always what do we keep
He's like, the commitment shit we talk about is about to decrease dramatically because you're showing me character trait. That's like if a nigga.
But what if she gave up her kid because she was 15 and it was just one of them situations? It was better. It's a 10-year-old coming at the door. She's a different person.
This is gonna turn into a relationship to a straight BDSM relationship after that.
You just want to beat up somebody.
It's like you go from straight, we just fucking.
But she gave up that responsibility. She's not a mother. She gave that up completely, and that's not on her.
15, okay, that's a different level.
That's why I said like 10. 8.
But at 10, 8, now we gotta talk about your past and like what kind of life.
I don't know your past. Like I never knew your past.
Exactly. Like,
because how locked in? How locked in are we enough for me not to know that big part of your life? Yeah. Like there should have been some point in the relationship where you broke down crying. Was I had
the first date. Not even first date.
Damn.
I mean, for like.
I mean, when you talking, you might get there.
If you pass all that, I'm like, I don't even know who you are for real.
See, you one of them. What's your biggest fear, ass niggas? That's you.
Yeah, it should be your kid popping up on a random day. You probably
that should be your biggest fear.
No, that's facts.
So when you say water, I'm gonna be like, bitch, why you didn't say that when I asked your deepest fear? Why didn't you say your daughter coming back 16 years later? Like, that's what you should have said.
Like, what's a big secret that I should know about you? Like, that's probably one of the things. Like, what's something about you a lot of people don't know I should know? Like, that should be one of those.
So when you get into secrets, though, like when a deep secret like that, you want to know first date. You want to know everything about your partner.
I don't have to know, but like historically throughout my life, most of that is gonna come out either on the first date or before. Like, if we talking 3-4 days before. Stuff like that, man, I done heard the craziest shit you could ever hear.
I feel like you should say the stuff like that in the beginning, because I feel like that's why in relationships, because nowadays since everyone's so big in mental health now, like everyone's like, oh well, you need to talk about childhood traumas and stuff like that. But the thing is everyone's like, oh, you should talk about when you're ready for it type thing, which you should talk to somebody when you're ready for it. But at the same time, if you're dating, you need to be ready to talk about it because I shouldn't find out 15 years, agreed. 5 years, 3 years down the road that you was molested or something, and you have a certain type of reaction, or you have a certain type of interaction with men, and there's something that you're going through, and now all of a sudden deep in I'm dealing with that, and now all of a sudden and then you come out with when the relationship's having issues, and you're like, well, by the way, like I deal with this type of trauma. It's like,
see, that's fucked up. That's fucked up if you do that.
You should have told me that you was dealing with trauma before I got into it, because I don't want to date somebody who's depressed.
But that's unfair.
I feel like you should have addressed that though. You should have addressed that and be able to speak on that. And then like, you know, if things come up, then it's like, oh yeah, like you did tell me that this happened in your life and you had this type of trauma. But don't be washing the dishes and then all of a sudden, oh my gosh, I'm struck. Like I don't know.
To me, this is the issue, because I would never judge anybody, especially for like childhood trauma they had no control over. Yeah. But the issue is like when you know, like to me, the fact that she didn't tell you that means you never created a safe enough space. So I never feel a way about a girl opening up later on, like, hey, this happened to me, that's why I'm reacting this way. Because to me, in my mind, I'm like, damn.
You didn't ask the right questions.
I didn't ask the right questions. I didn't make you feel safe enough. I didn't make you feel like you could trust me with this information. So I'm not going to blame you for this. I would feel weird if somebody lied to me for a long time. That's the only way
I mean, what if you was asking the right questions and that never came up?
It's kind of impossible. Like, I mean, not impossible. It depends on.
I mean, if they're lying, it's possible.
Yeah. But even if they lying, you like. I've personally dealt with a lot of women that have been like raped and molested personally. Right. It's very normal. After a while, you start to see certain.
Yeah, I've dated a lot of women too. It seems like unfortunately, it seems like it's happened to a lot of people.
Which is why a nigga gonna be OD if he had a kid too, and there's other people in their lives. Yeah, I'm telling that shit gets serious.
No, but it's a real serious like thing, and that's crazy that both of y'all are saying that. But I mean, shit happens.
Right. And you know what's crazy? The finer the woman, not even saying every time, but a lot of times, like the badder the girl, the crazier the story. Like, cause like rape is something, but some shit be crazy. You be like, wow. And usually it's like the ones that everybody want, like the girls everybody want. You gotta deal with a lot when you get that girl, like emotionally and mentally, and help them process a lot of times. And a lot of people aren't willing to do that.
That's what I was gonna say. Are you willing to do that though? Like, are you fucked up because you don't want to deal with that in a person? Or have y'all ever said no to a girl because she's been through?
I never said no because she's been through those things, but I have not wanted to fuck with a girl because
it's a lot.
Because it was too stressful dealing with the emotions that come attached to it. Because
and I mean, it ain't gotta be like childhood trauma, like rape and stuff like that.
Like
but women
like different issues, like
you don't know how to talk
OCD.
You don't know how to
get cheated on by every man you with.
You don't know how to calm down when you're upset. You don't know how. Like some shit is just dealing with a child. I'm not dealing with a child. Like if you moving child, that's different. But if you have certain traumas that I know how to help you process, I'm gonna do that regardless. Even if I'm not gonna stay with you, because I want, once I stop fucking with you, you should be better. Whoever I fuck with should be better to some degree once we stop. So that's something for free you can do. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Yeah, we're gonna wrap it up, man. We can go all day with this.
No, for sure.
But once again, shout out to our special guest,
Miss Carol.
I'm sorry, we get this cornerstone. I have to put this in my bio. I don't even know what cornerstone.
Make sure y'all follow her on
Instagram at carolwitha.y. Follow me.
Yeah, and we'll list it below in the description if you
please
don't know.
Make sure y'all follow John Tours on all social media platforms.
Follow
make sure you go watch all the other episodes. We're almost pushing 50 episodes in, so if you ain't even halfway,
let them know. Let them know 50 episodes.
Far behind. If you ain't subscribing but you watch, make sure you do that as well.
For sure, man. Another one, man. Appreciate y'all for tapping in. Shout out to family.